kilalanin natin ang official New Look Complete lineup ng Barangay Ginebra para sa PBA 49th Philippine Cup Playoffs. Point guards: L.A. Tenorio, team captain, 5'9", 152 pounds, 41 years old, 1.4 points, 0.6 rebounds, 0.7 assists, 33% three-point shooter, 75% free throw shooter in his last PBA 49 Commissioner's Cup averages. John Nards Pinto, 5'11", 170 pounds, 34 years old, 2.8 points, 0.9 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 23% three-point shooter, 100% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Scottie Thompson, star player, 6'1", 180 pounds, 32 years old, 11.9 points, 6.3 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 1.5 steals, 0.3 blocks, 40% three-point shooter, 57% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Shooting guards: Maverick Ahanmisi, comeback player, 6'2", 190 pounds, 34 years old, 3.6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 11% three-point shooter, 100% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. RJ Abarientos, star rookie, 5'10", 187 pounds, 25 years old, 14.6 points, 2.8 rebounds, 4 assists, 0.8 steals, 47% three-point shooter, 84% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Jeremiah Gray, injured player, 6'5", 205 pounds, 28 years old, 1.3 points, 1.2 rebounds, 0.3 assists, 0.3 steals, 33 field goal percentage, 100% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Ayon nga sa source na to, ay binabalak daw sana ni The Bro na magpa-wave sa Terra Firma Jeep para makapag-sign sa Barangay Ginebra. Kaso nga lang ay hindi umabot sa final signing last Monday. Terrence Romeo, pending signing, 5'11", 180 pounds, 33 years old, 9.5 points, 2 rebounds, 0.5 assists, 0.3 steals, 43% three-point shooter, 75% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Small forwards: Aljon Mariano, 6'3", 175 pounds, 33 years old, 0.5 point, 1 rebound, 0.2 assist, 16 field goal percentage, 50% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Stephen Holt, star player, 6'4", 195 pounds, 33 years old, 14.8 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 0.6 steals, 43% three-point shooter, 86% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Von Pesumal, reserve list, 6'2", 185 pounds, 32 years old, 1.8 points, 1 rebound, 0.8 assist, 25% three-point shooter, 50% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Power forwards: Ralph Koo, 6'4", 210 pounds, 28 years old, 1 point, 2.3 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 0.2 blocks, 21% three-point shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Jimmy Malonzo, star player, 6'6", 210 pounds, 29 years old, 13.4 points, 7.5 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.2 steals, 0.6 blocks, 28% three-point shooter, 72% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Raymond Aguilar, 6'4", 200 pounds, 40 years old, 1.5 points, 1 rebound, 0.3 assist, 0.2 blocks, 44 field goal percentage, 50% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Ayon nga sa source na to, ay kinontak nga daw ng Ginebra itong agent ni Vic Manuel bago ang free agent signing deadline last Monday. Kung available ito, pero gusto daw muna niyang tapusin ang kontrata niya sa Pangasinan Heatwaves bago ito bumalik sa PBA. Vic Manuel, 6'4", 231 pounds, 38 years old, 16.3 points, 4.8 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 1 steal, 34% 3-point shooter, 61% free throw shooter in his ongoing 2025 MPBL 7th season averages. Centers, Japet Aguilar, veteran star, 6'9", 235 pounds, 38 years old, 18.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 1 block, 61 field goal percentage, 73% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Troy Rosario, star player, 6'7", 218 pounds, 33 years old, 12.1 points, 6.1 rebounds, 2.4 assists, 0.5 steals, 13% 3-point shooter, 64% free throw shooter in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Ben Adamos, 6'7", 200 pounds, 29 years old, 2.2 points, 1.1 rebounds, 0.2 assists, 0.4 blocks, 68 field goal percentage, 6.1 minutes per game in his PBA 49th Philippine Cup averages. Isaac Go, injured list, 6'7", 230 pounds, 29 years old, 5.5 points, 3.7 rebounds, 0.5 assists, 0.5 blocks, 25% 3-point shooter, 60% free throw shooter in his last PBA 49th Governors Cup averages. Ito ang official, new look complete lineup ng Barangay Ginebra ngayong PBA 49th Philippine Cup playoffs. Sa tingin nyo mga kabubbles, ito na kaya ang conference ng Ginebra na mag-champion ulit sila? Ilagay nyo na po yan sa comment section.